New Year's Day. This is according to Swiss authorities, along with the prosecutor general, who said that the blaze began quickly and then spread quickly, ignited in the ceiling. They said that they interviewed 2 French managers, along with the survivors who did manage to escape.
Switzerland is marking a national day of mourning for the dozens of people killed by a fire during New Year's celebrations in Crans-Montana. The fire killed 40 people, most of them teenagers, and injured 116. Prosecutors believe the blaze started when champagne bottles with sparklers attached were raised too close to the sound insulation foam on the ceiling.
And have a look at this footage of Pope Leo meeting families of victims of the Crans-Montana fire. The waitress carrying the sparklers has been identified as Sian Panini, 24, probably mispronouncing that, but who'd been asked by Jessica Moretti, the bar owner, to get the atmosphere going at the bar located in the Alpine ski resort. And this is her.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear. Thoughts build up until I can't feel. My mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear.
Look at Cyan's Facebook profile and we catch a glimpse of just one of so many lives needlessly extinguished. But now we know how it actually played out. Miss Panini died in the fire, and her family's lawyer told the Telegraph earlier this week that she had felt used by her employers and had been suffering from the working conditions at the bar, and also had not received safety training. Louise Legustine, a 25-year-old French national, is the first employee to speak out about the tragedy, and this is what she said happened, according to the Telegraph. Ms. Legustine recalled that at around 1:10 a.m., a group of customers requested a choreographed delivery of drinks in which 7 or 8 staff and customers in costumes and masks would parade sparkler-carrying bottles through the bar. Jessica sent me to get costumes from the office, Jessica's the owner, to prepare for the delivery of the bottles. And this is crucial. We had decided to deliver all of the bottles at the same time, a dozen bottles in total. And what this means is that it probably wasn't just one sparkler that ignited the ceiling, but several. And it also means 7 or 8 staff in costumes and masks at the same time, means 7 or 8 staff that aren't managing the situation. Because they're wearing masks, they're sort of restricted in what they can sense, what they can observe, and all of them are restricted at the same time. According to the Telegraph, Miss Panini had climbed onto the shoulders of another staff member for the ceremony, as she had done in the past, notably a week earlier, Ms. Legustine said. The employee added that the staff members had not seen the fire starting and were unaware that it was raging behind them. And it's such a shame that the other teenagers there didn't simply shout fire and tell people what was going on. At that moment, I didn't know that the fire had started. I saw it afterwards on videos, she told investigators, speculating that the fact that the staff were wearing masks and helmets could have obscured their field of vision, meaning they lost crucial time to halt the blaze. Isn't that unfortunate? I mean, if you just take that away, if they weren't wearing masks and helmets, probably they would have been aware how close the sparklers were to the ceiling and would have taken precautionary measures or correctionary measures. Do you agree? And then have a look at this, quite touching, about 1,000 skiers carving a giant heart into the snow on a slope in Crans-Montana on January 4th to honor the people killed. Now, back to the article. The only employee to escape unharmed from the Swiss ski resort fire that killed 40 people, as told investigators, she received no fire safety instructions and was unaware of emergency procedures. But that is pretty incredible, isn't it? Only one staff member survived, and her name is Louise Legustine, a 25-year-old French national. She's the first co-worker from Les Constellations bar in Crans-Montana to have spoken out about the inferno. She says, since the events, I've had great difficulty sleeping. She also said, I keep seeing the faces of the dead, people I served, whom I recognized outside, burned. The smell lingers in my nose. Probably what this poor girl is suffering is survivor's guilt. According to the Telegraph, she informed investigators that she had received no instructions on what to do in case of a fire, did not know if there were fire extinguishers on the lower floor of the bar, and had been given no guidance on the use of sparklers in celebrations, saying, "No one ever told me anything about that." In the aftermath, many, including myself, are perplexed at how something this ghastly could happen in one of the best-run countries in the world. I mean, Switzerland is known for its efficiency and good governance, isn't it? Well, according to the BBC, Switzerland often praised for its efficiency as a very devolved system of government in which villages and towns are run by local officials elected from and by the community. And it's a system the Swiss cherish because they believe it ensures accountability. But there are inherent weaknesses. Hypothetically, the official approving a bar license or passing a fire safety check could be a friend, a neighbor, or even a cousin of the bar owner. Now, one of the unhappy consequences of the fire has been wave upon wave of cancellations at Crans-Montana hotels. 6 Italians died in the inferno, and the Italians in particular are furious about what happened. According to a report in Swiss Info, in Italy, the Crans-Montana tragedy has remained in the news headlines since New Year's Eve, and Switzerland's handling of the disaster has been sharply criticized by politicians and journalists. 3 weeks before the Winter Olympics in Italy, Milano Cortina 2026, Switzerland has decided to reduce its promotional program there, cancelling several electronic music events and gala ceremonies. This is the first time we've had to cancel something to avoid offending sensibilities. That's according to a local responsible for marketing Switzerland's brand abroad. Meanwhile, prosecutors have set bail for each of the bar owners at 200,000 Swiss francs. So it'll be interesting to see, first of all, how that prosecution goes, but also to what extent other hotels in that area are going to pull up their socks in terms of fire safety. That would certainly be expected. Anyway, I'm not going to take it further than that. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys next time.